Good morning and welcome to this devotion. I'm George Fuller and I'm the pastor at Wendell Christian Church, and I'm glad to be with you here on this day in Advent. It is our first week of Advent, and we're going through a devotional book as a church, and we have copies that you can come by and pick up if you would like. We'll have them there on Sunday, and if you contact us, we'll be glad to get you one. It's called Abide with Us. This devotion has a different minister from our tradition, the Disciples of Christ tradition, with writing each devotion. And today's devotion is written by Reverend Dr. Denise Bell. It's entitled Ordinary People and the Revelation of God. She directs us to read the passages about the birth narrative of Jesus in Luke chapters 1 and 2 and Matthew chapter 2, and focuses in on Zechariah, the father of John the Baptist, being told that he's going to have a child and his wife is old. And so she and he both struggle with that. So he's asking the Lord, how will I know? And so he gets told by the angel that he would be part of this revelation of the Messiah. And she writes these words among her devotion. She said, the revelation of God was placed in the hands of ordinary people to display God's love as the remedy of life's disappointments, pain, and despair. She says, God used Mary, a teenager, Joseph, a working class man, shepherds who were service workers in the field, unnamed angels, Elizabeth, an old barren woman, Zachariah, an older adult, wise men from foreign lands, and a baby born without an address. Without hesitation, these ordinary people offered themselves to reveal the voice and actions of God. What about us? Can we offer ourselves this Advent season as ordinary people to reveal the voice and actions of God in a world that needs the hope, peace, joy, and love that comes from Christ? Can we tell the story of Jesus Christ in our lives so that some people traveling through life can hear the voice of God in a new way and come to trust and surrender their life to God? Her prayer is, God, let's do it. Let's do it together. I think it's very tempting, and it seems to be at least fairly popular to believe God does everything without us. And a lot of people look for a way that God intervenes, and there's not an incarnation. There's not a pregnancy involved and a birth and fleeing to Egypt and all that went with Jesus's life. There's not a need to go through all the turmoil as he ministers and teaches. Now, some people are looking for a way in which God comes back and takes care of everything without using us, without using ordinary people. But the revelation of Jesus Christ, the life of Mary, of the early disciples, and of all of us who have been and become followers of Jesus Christ since, are the ordinary people who are bringing about the kingdom of God, who are the light and the leaven in the world. And so in this Advent, we can celebrate the fact and treasure the fact that God came in Jesus Christ, an ordinary person by everybody's view, and transformed by the power and spirit of the God that is the one true God. And that's how it will be for us too. So we can this Advent season receive Jesus Christ as a risen Lord, but also allow him to be born in and live through us as ordinary people, because there are people we know, people we encounter as we go through our days in our homes and community who need us to let them know the very good news. And the shepherds were the first evangelists who ran to tell everybody the good news they had heard, and we can do the same. I wish you well in this Advent season, and I wish you the realization and the constant confidence and faith that you are the place where the Spirit of God dwells and the one through whom the Spirit of God speaks and works. May that be so in us and